Whoa, what is that? Oh, it's a tunnel. For a moment I thought it was a gigantic eye just looking at me as I approached it. Okay, there's just people here. I'm the only source of light? But what about that light? Flora. Oh, hi, I remember you. I don't remember you. Do you know the telephone exchange operator? I don't know what that means. I'm just exploring. I like dark underground places. I'm a romantic. That's not romantic. I think I'm more classical myself, I guess? That sounds like the same thing to me. Okay, bye! That sure helped. Dashiell, there he is. Could be bypass with another capacitor and 100 nanofarads to reduce noise. Are you Dashiell? Him, I mean me. Yes, I'm him. Sorry, I've been hacking on this thing all night. My thoughts are starting to come in alternative currents. We don't install this type of phone for customers anymore, but there are quite a few of them still in circulation. Anyway, the new system doesn't source enough current to ring these old bells, so I'm trying to come up with a workaround. Maybe a little box the customer could attach right before the wall jack. So you still do work here? Well, yeah, I'm here just about every night. Is this your first time down here? I can tell. Your eyes can't quite adjust to the light. It takes some practice. Believe it or not, I've been coming here since I was a kid, for one reason or the next. Back then, this place was a train station. It's true. They had the bats then, too, but they were considered a nuisance. A train station, what happened to it? Well, the river shifted and then this place slowly filled with water, carrying the trains away with the current. It does that, the river, and I don't begrudge it. It's a good reminder that everything we have is borrowed, even train. Eventually, someone at the Bureau of Reclaimed Spaces heard of the place and was still empty, so they moved the phone company here. I returned here as a young lineman, a skill I picked up in wartime, running telephone wire behind enemy lines. Really? Didn't think it was a thing. We used trees instead of poles. I missed that, actually. They were easier to climb. I bet. It's just as well I'm in no shape to be climbing anything these days. The closest I get is patching up the wiring in the crystal room from that Folks TV. Did you meet a girl named Weaver? Sure, Weaver Marquez. Hey, you did see her. That's funny, I was just thinking about her. Yeah, I met her a couple times at the TV station. I suppose I didn't know her too well. She handled... Oh, you didn't see her recently. Okay. She handled the archives and was helping with wiring and stuff. She really seemed to know her way around all that gears. Though she had a head for signals, I think. No idea where she ended up. I would guess she's probably not too popular around the station anymore, but I always liked her. Listen, miss, if you're interested in the Folks TV thing, you should go talk to them directly. They're always looking for volunteers. Take the ferry over to the silo. There's a mail stop there. They don't have a sign or anything. Just ask around. I guess I'll get back to this damn hold ringer. Puppy's just a little further down if you're dropping off the package. Nice chatting with you. Okay. Let's go further down, I guess. A plague. Abel and Eloise, the lovers, couriers. Bred for racing, Abel and Eloise spent some of their lives as caring for pigeons employed by Echo River Avian Post. The retired here after Abel was disfigured by an accident with a light aircraft. But old habits die hard. Abel and Eloise would pick up scraps paper from the ground and the trash and even pull them out of pockets and deliver them to other people nearby to delight or embarrass. That doesn't sound normal. The word spread and travelers passing through the tunnel began to come prepared with love letters, poems, and other written desires to pass along indirectly through these pigeons. Oh, they are pigeons. I thought they raised pigeons. After a hard day's work, Abel and Eloise would always be found nestled closely together in a disused newspaper stand set aside for their habitation, and that's where we left them. Oh, that's the statues on up there, I guess. They're pigeons. Okay. Poppy! Just set it right over there by the lamp, sweetie. Thanks. Actually, just a minute. Who does this parcel claim to be from? The power company? Oh dear, I'm afraid to open it. So who are you? Do you work for the post office or tugboat? I only ask because I haven't seen you before. Was that you I heard chatting down the hallway? I wouldn't really call that a hallway, but okay. Yeah, I just met Dashiell. I'm just doing Kate a favor. Kate, I love Kate. She helped deliver both my nieces. One in the hospital and one at the base of a mossy moonlit oak. Moonlit oak. It was beautiful. I love Kate. I think Loretta's granddaughters use her too. Oh, Loretta used to work here. Actually, I think quite a few of our former operators have relied at some point on Kate's services. Well, now I guess they'll have more time with their little ones. As you can see, all their chairs are empty. It wasn't always like this. When I came to work at the Echo River Central Exchange, there were 12 of us. Loretta, Edna, Meg, Cara, Mary, Lois, Liz, Esther, Angie, Wilma, Connie. I was number 12. Connie and I were hired on the same day, but she showed up early. Mary finished college and Esther was fired for snapping at a rude caller. But he had it coming, and I hear she did just fine on her own. So they hired Beryl, Jenna, and Sachiko. Isn't Sachiko like the name of someone in a Japanese horror movie? Whatever. Which brought us to 13, which is not a good number in folklore. And that was as many operators as we ever had here at one time. The power company came... Why is everybody telling me their entire life story? Came along, bought the place up, and it was like nothing. Nothing, and they started phasing us out. Everybody got fired, and they had some people more fired, and they had some people write up a document for best practices, and it was their final task. They were most likely fired as well. Some of the girls were reassigned to other division. Connie, I think, is somewhere else. Sachiko, and blah, 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 blah. At least they still on the phone. Then it was just Loretta, Angie, and me. We were swamped. The hours were hell and hard on the throat. The voice with a smile became a croak. I was gargling warm salt water in the break room, sipping from a thermos full of hot honey broth stashed under my chair. Oh, I brought a lot of extended technique to the switchboard in those days. You probably should have changed jobs to something that hurt you less. Oh, phone call. Yep, I'm impressed. I don't want to get into that. So where was I? It was all about timing your breath. Some girls got lightheaded doing too many calls in a row with that upbeat dynamic inflection that they made us use to keep everything intelligible. It was very physical. If it's automated, why are you here? It's not fully automated. There are still gaps in the functions and they need a human touch. And you know, it really is all about touch here. Sound is a vibration, a touch you feel in the air, in your ear. So my voice is my touch. When we're talking, we're touching even the phones. That's an electric touch. An intimate little shock that makes your tiny hairs tremble. You're weird. That's not even what I mean when I say that it's all about touch here. If you touch me, I'll break your arms. When the power company first tried automating the old exchange with the fancy new transmitter arrays, the switchboard caught fire. It was just too much, too fast, so they tried using some clunky old mechanic relays, but then the calls were getting mismatched and out of sync. It was a nightmare. Their technicians determined that the phone system down here had been designed ad hoc over decades around the specific tempo of its human operators. So, short of replacing the whole thing, not to mention all the wiring, they'd have to work out the exact timing of every little human gesture that goes into a routine phone call. And that's officially my role, okay. I don't want to know this. It's funny. The machine is funny, and there's a dark thought. And, bon, okay. Why don't you just quit? You're not a machine. Why don't you just quit? In this economy? Oh, you're probably right. Working a solid peanut shell, blah, 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 blah. Oh, the parcel right over there by the lamp is fine. Thank you for dropping it off. Take care. Think of me when you dial 0. Where's Conway? Conway? What happened? Conway? Did he just strip naked into a skeleton and get onto another boat? Conway?